Hello. Again, my name is Alan. That's my middle name, but that's what I'm going to go by in these videos. What I wanted to do today was show you a way to make drinks that normally would use MalaDew, which is not really a rum because its ABV is 35, I believe, or maybe even less than that. No, actually 21% by volume. MalaDew Black, I think, is 35% alcohol by volume. But there's a drink that I really like. It's called a MalaDew, and that uses Malibu and Mountain Dew, usually to a 1 to 3 or 1 to 4 ratio. That's something that, of course, if you're using Mountain Dew, that's a very high sugar thing. If you're using Malibu, surprisingly, this is extremely high sugar. So I've got this. I don't really use it for myself, but instead I make my own with white rum, and I just happen to have a bottle. I first did this with Bacardi. This is I think a 1 liter bottle, so it should take plenty. Yeah, this is a full 1 liter, so it'll take everything that's in a 750 milliliter bottle. So what I do is I found a Martha Stewart recipe for making coconut syrup. A syrup like you put in coffee or alcohol, I suppose. But it's instead of trying to make something where I used a coconut syrup that's made with water, I used just, instead of water, just put it in the alcohol. So I get the full rum ABV, and I'm making it with Splenda or allulose or other artificial sweeteners to get rid of the carbs. One other thing that you may want to use if you're making coconut drinks is this coconut cartel. I think that they don't put any sugar in this, but they mix coconut water. So it has a very different taste. It's not a sweet taste like Malibu, so it may not work quite right within the drink that I'd like to make with this, which is called a MalaDew. But the Malibu rum, again, because it's so sweet, I don't want to use that. And you could just mix it in. Normally, if I mix it in the bottle that it's coming in, it would be just dump a cup of this out. 350 milliliters is a little more than 3 cups. I'm sorry, 750 milliliters, a little more than 3 cups. So I would dump a cup out, put the sugar, the Splenda in, and then put the rest of the rum in. But instead, this time, in this case, I'm using Don Q Cristal. Anyone who's familiar with the difference between a Bacardi and Don Q is a bit has a little bit of a funk taste to it. The rum from Bacardi is, I think, coal filtered or has some filtering process which makes it a lot smoother, but that extra different taste in the Don Q is good as well. So normally I wouldn't have to spend the time putting the rum back into a bottle, but since this is a bottle that I'll keep it in, that's why I'm putting it in there. So what I'll do, I've already got most of the Don Q in there. I'll put a full cup, and because I used the funnel to put some rum in there, it's a little wet, so this is going to stick a little, but this is just Splenda. So this is a half cup, so I'll do 2 of these. And then this will take a little bit of time to funnel through. Okay, so the artificial sweetener is mostly drained in through the funnel. I'll use the rest of the rum to get the rest of it in there. Now, normally, if I was mixing this in a 750 milliliter bottle, I would leave that last cup of rum out until I had everything mixed together. So the next thing will be the coconut flavoring. And this is the coconut extract. It's Olive Nation. I got this, like everything else, off of Amazon, and it has a little bit better date than, or a little bit better taste than what other coconut extracts have. The date on here, it expires in 2027, so I've got plenty of time. There's a fair amount in here. So I kind of kept the recipe on here. So with 750 milliliters of rum, it's 1 cup of sugar substitute and 1 teaspoon of coconut extract. You might want to play with it a little bit. If you like coconut taste really well, you may want more than a teaspoon, but a teaspoon is what's called for, and that's basically what I'm going to be using. And then I'll show you how I make the drink that goes well with this. So I put a little bit extra in just because I like the coconut flavor. But that's basically all you have to do. After you've put everything in there, then you'll shake it up, make sure that it mixes well. Now this cloudiness is because the sugar is still dissolving in the rum. After that dissolves, it will be clear. There will be a little bit of settling from the artificial sugar. So I tend to shake it each time before I use it, just to get that extra sugar to mix through. But that is how I make my coconut rum that I can use in this drink that I'm about to do, called a MalaDew. Okay, so to make the MalaDew, the key thing is that the ratio works well with a 16-ounce bottle of Mountain Dew, and I'm using Mountain Dew Zero, and these come in 16.9, but so 4 ounces of this and 16 ounces of this gives you that 1-to-4 ratio. And so I'll mix that using the OXO measuring, which is what I tend to like to use. But two ounces and 2 ounces. and then basically a bottle. Now, if you're doing this just in a glass, you'll want to do half a bottle, 2 ounces with half a bottle will give you a glass full. I use this just because once I put ice in here, it will be completely full. So that's how I make a MalaDew without using MalaDew rum and getting all the sugar. And believe me, this is a very, very good drink. Very good. The taste, I didn't put the ice in it yet because I'm not going to drink it till later. But the ice is what that'll water it down a little bit, but it'll make it cold, so it'll taste much better. And that's how you make your own low carb Malibu type of rum, and have it be fully rum, because you're using at least a 40% ABV rum, and rums need to be 40% to be really considered rum, and not have the sugar and have a great taste, because this is a really good drink. Like and subscribe, help me to grow this channel. I'm hoping to help share these ideas with other people. I've got a lot of different cocktails that I've tried. I've done what I could to get their carb count down, so I hope that I can help you to see ways to either just make cocktails that you want to make, because these are all good cocktails anyway, but how to do them in ways that don't have a lot of calories and sugars. So please like and subscribe, and join me on my next video, and we'll try to show some additional things that you might find very useful. God bless, and thank you.